This house as a first-generation immigrant parents of color in a predominantly white country would choose to live and raise children in ethnic enclave. So we are talking about white country that have discrimination already exist and structural. Not only that, but also the regulation and major behavior has proven discriminate against to the colored people. Example in America, how Donald Trump policies against Hispanic illegal immigrant. So, as a parents of color, they don't want their children experience this scary experience which harm psychological and make trauma from the order of current government and xenophobia major white societies. So we believe that a children physique growing up is more important than initiation into integration with major people or community. As a community of color is not enough if they only alone or not live in specific place like ethnic cave because there is no relation to help them. First in my example, if they have problem, they don't have lawyer to help. It means that they have no relation people to help them if they live in the outside of the ethnic enclave. So when they live in the ethnic enclave, there will be the same people that have a high tolerance to them and not and will be able to help them. So if they live in ethnic enclave, they will force the problem together with their community, and it will make them more powerful to against their problem in their life. So if the children live and rise in community, there will have no narration to make their feels their feel to become stress, even trauma, so that they can grow up better. Because to make children psychology better in that society, children need supporter in their environment so that they can against the word example against the discrimination when they were integrate to major community. They will not be able trauma because they have powerful basic that make them to be strong people, and they have their own community. So that's why we believe a child psychology growing up more important. And we can imagine that if the child is school in the school or in the major people, there will got be the discrimination like bullying, and if they got bullying, they will they don't have their education. They're not focused on their education. It just make them stressed and don't want to go to school anymore. But if they live in ethnic enclave and their school in there, the people will give the good especially the teacher will teach them good because they have the same ethnic, so that it means that there is a problem when they live in ethnic because they cannot survive better in major community, because in ethnic community we know that like in there will be have a habit like their ethnic, not in general like what happened in the major people. like their language, like their and other so on. So if there will be a little bit problem to them to get to survive in major society, but we believe that because we know that where they live in ethnic, they just only use their ethnic language, not like English or other. Just if they are Mexican, they're on Mexican, they only use Mexico language, and when they are live in America and join to the major community, and they cannot speak English well because daily their life they just speak English. But it's not a big deal, because as we know that what we need is to make the children have a good environment when they are growing up. So when they are have young, they are have 16, they have teenager, they can against, and they can irrationally to against the against the against the major society life environment, and they will be, when the children they will be stronger when they are growing up in their society. So that's why we believe that children life and rise in the society, in the ethnic enclave, is more than important than they live, and then they live and rise in the ethnic in the major community, because we don't make have we won't give the best give the best solution, give the best environment when they are children. Thank you.